Well, it really is, Brad. Campbell Sport comes in here with a conference record 2-0, overall record 3-2. They've lost to North Fond du Lac and Ozaki, and they've knocked off New Holstein, West Bend, West End, Kewaskum, two of them conference teams. Plymouth comes in 2-2 overall, 1-1 in conference. Plymouth's losses were to Sheboygan Falls and to Sheboygan South last week. They have knocked off Beaver Dam, and last week they beat Waupun. So you're right. The Panthers trail the Cougars. Campbell Sport and Falls are at the top of the list in the conference right now, but very early in the conference.
We're just about ready to get away. Rachel Check will win the tip, and it's tipped over there to number 25. That's Kaylee Mokenberg. Mokenberg with the shot, three-point shot. No good. Holzhauser will chase it down and travel. Good hustle by
Brad. Good hustle by Rachel Holzhauser. For the Panthers, you know, the kids that are carrying the load a little bit. Sophie Keelo's averaging just under 11. Rachel Cheka 9. Cheka leads in rebounds with 8, and Missy Grappentine is leading with assists just under 3.
And Keela pushes it up the field, up the floor, I should say. Still doing football jargon here.
Right. Well, and for Campbell Sport, Haley Fucht, number 23, leads them at just under 13 a game.
Grappentine brings it back to the top of the key. Wolkenberg swings it to Cheka. Cheka crossover. Will go to the hoop and lay it in. Nice job by Rachel Cheka.
You know, Rachel Cheka probably is listed as a 5, but she's more of a 3.
Oh, nice
more
job.
Of a small forward. She's quick. She's athletic. You saw that on both moves. One didn't go down, but very nice athlete. Going on to play volleyball in North Carolina at Wingate College.
Panthers came out with a 2-2-1 press. Able to get the turnover, not convert. But now packed back into a man-to-man defense, and Grappentine will play defense with her foot. Good effort, and knocks the ball out of bounds.
Good quick feet.
Absolutely. Excellent. I mean, you just got to play hard, and that's exactly what Grappentine did right there. Grappentine get a piece of that, double trap in the corner, no good, and tip ball.
Maybe Panthers may have got a little bit of a break on that one. Nice pass. Missy Grappentine last week made a couple really nice passes. I thought were long, but they're right on the button.
Bogenberg with the lay-in. 4-0 Panthers just underway here in the first quarter. Plymouth Panthers taking on the Campbellsport Cougars.
Well, Rachel Holzhauser gets the all-on-the-floor award so far. 3 times she's been down, hustling though.
She's got some hustle in her, and that's going to make a difference tonight. There she is, breaking over the top. And the officials allowing them to play a little bit here.
They're letting them play.
Underlaid, rebound, Cheka. Keela will bring the ball up the floor, over to Grappentine, back over to Cheka. Cheka crossover, goes to the hoop. Going to drive the hoop, get 1, get 2, and will shoot 1.
You know, now there, you and I, you being a former referee and me refereeing from the bench all the time, you know, you've had a couple of significant contacts down here. That I thought was somewhat minimal, but it was on the way to the basket, and I think that's where the call got made.
Well, I think it was also a very strong move on her part to break through the raking over the top, and it's good. 3-point play the hard way for Cheka. 7-0 Panthers, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Marissa Grappentine.
You know, you can run that 2-2-1 a couple different ways. The way the Panthers run it looks like they're trying to keep them away from the sideline, in which case Marissa can't let her go up the sideline.
Well, I always like the idea to pinch it on the sideline.
Yeah.
Cut that sideline off with the foot, and then a trap right on there.
Yeah,
either on this side of hopefully on this side of the 10-second line.
The sideline's your other defender, I always felt.
Bounce pass to Holzhauser, overlaid.
Running one-hander.
Panthers fall back in their man-to-man. We get a good help defense there by Cheka, underlaid. Loose ball, Mogenberg will come up with it, get up to Holzhauser, look at the bounce pass, and tipped. And they'll be coming the other way. Holzhauser will check it out of bounds, but it'll be Cougar ball here at midcourt.
Rachel Holzhauser defensively has been really active the first 3 minutes of this ball game. She's had her hands on a lot of basketballs.
All right, now I give the nod to the Panthers. I think Cougars have a tough time putting the ball up on the glass here a little bit.
I think Plymouth is in their 1-3-1 right now. Oftentimes they had put Mogenberg or Cheka. That's why I can't quite see what they're doing. We might have just lost the drum set.
Gravity will check that ball out of bounds, and Panthers will come back into a zone on the inbounds here.
2-3. They're in a 2-3.
Not a bad idea from a deep sideline position. Front iron no good. Tipped out of bounds by Blue. It'll be a white ball. Panther ball. 4:41 left. 7-0 Panthers here early in the first quarter. Scott Richards along with myself, Brad Volbrick, and Holzhauser underlaid will travel. That's one thing I've noticed, Scott, is that you get yourself in a land of the tall ones underneath there, and you got to be able to maintain your foot control, and that travel didn't have to happen if you can just kind of like
we always
jump
try
stop
to
a little
tell
early.
kids, have a plan.
Yeah.
Have a plan. You're going in now. You may have to adjust real quickly, but have a plan. If you're going to score, once you get to that spot, you're probably looking to score. I thought Campbellsport did a pretty good job though, collapsing on Rachel as she got into the lane or near the lane.
Panthers looking to trap.
Well, this is what they did against Waupun in the second half the other night, and they had a lot of success with it. They're very active.
Tipped out of bounds by Cheka. Exactly what they're doing is they're trying to force a trap and then play plan of the three-man zone behind to intercept the passing lanes.
Well, the two girls out front, Grappentin and Keeler, real active, putting a lot of pressure on the ball.
Blocked by Cheka there. Grappentin for three. Up there, no good. Will follow his shot, knock it loose, and Keeler will come up with it. Over to Holzhauser. And Holzhauser will draw the foul, and they're going to give her 2 shots here, Scott.
That was a pass.
Looked like she was trying to pass it over to Cheka, but they're going to rule it a shot attempt.
She was looking to kick it to Rachel Cheka.
And now they're going to rule it out of bounds. Interesting, because you saw it like I saw it. The official put
the
2
first
shots
official,
up.
Yep. The guy on the baseline corrected it, rightfully so.
Patting it inbounds, and 3-pointer by Mogenberg. (10-0) Panthers. Great start for the Panthers right here in a big conference matchup on the sideline, out of bounds.
Now there's a play where Brad, and again, I don't want to make this a judgy official night, but there was definitely a bump, and then she was out of bounds. So the bump affected the play.
Absolutely.
And that's where I think there's contact somehow. That's where, as a coach, you can get a little frustrated.
Checking in for the Panthers is number 21. That's going to be Sarah Thompson. And number 32, Nikki Ryle. So Mogenberg and I believe Holzhauser will sit down. Interchangeable parts here right now.
Well, they do. The Panthers bench goes pretty deep.
Pass over the top. Number 20 will pull the trigger. Rebound by Keela. Nice job of boxing off on the far side. Ryle inside, underlay. Well, I'm really surprised you're not seeing a timeout by the Cougar coach here.
Yeah. I'll leave it go at that. You to regroup or set up a better shot or.
Keeler will get the foul on a reach in right there. What I think you got to do is get to that sideline. Just put your foot down. Thompson with the steal over to Cheka, and Keeler will walk it up over to Thompson. Thompson looks right and goes to Cheka over to Ryle, and Grappentin on the top. Good for 2. 14-0 and no timeout yet. Put back up, no good. Nice tip away by Ryle over to Keela.
A lot of times, Brad, kids just rush shots inside. This program is brought to you by the Backers, our Plymouth Community TV 14 sponsor team. We're proud to have the Backers supporting the youth and teams in our community. Plymouth Community Television invites you to be a member of the Backers and will spread the word about your fine business or organization. As a business, as a backer, your business or organization will be supporting the continuity of quality program on TV 14, even though Brad and I are doing it tonight. For information, call the studio at 893-0006.
Mackenzie Hayes will check in, number 5. She's a junior. And Grappettine will take a seat. 3-pointer on the way, backboard and good. So the Cougars get on the board, 14-3, a 14-0 run to begin the game. And we were looking for a possible timeout here. You know, Scott, you've coached for so many years. What's a early run that you have to call? 7-0, 10-0?
You know, I think you read it. You can, you know, I hate to use this as an analogy, but state term we're down 6-0, but we were playing okay. I don't think Campbell Sport's playing real well right now. You know, unless sometimes you won't call it if you're just kind of upset. Your girls should know what to do. But you know, I mean, the Panther girls are. It's 16-3. This game could be done, you know, at the end of one if they don't stop the bleeding pretty soon here. They don't seem real organized against the press.
Thompson will draw the foul. Hayes with a just inside the line on the baseline for a 2-point conversion instead of a 3, 16-3. And Sarah Thompson will foul here. Third team foul, first personal on Thompson. 16-3. Anytime you're in high teens or 20s, you've had a nice quarter in high school football, high school basketball, Scott.
Football too, really.
Yeah, that's true.
That'd be all right, football. But you know, the girls are Campbell Sport. The shots they've taken haven't been what I wouldn't think those are the shots they're working for. Where our girls have had some pretty good looks. Ball movement's been good. Our pressure defense is definitely causing them trouble there. Again, their leading scorer is Haley Fucht, number 23, who's not in the ball game right now, and she's not getting good touches at all. She's averaging almost 13 a game.
Holzhauser checks back in for Thompson, and Grappettine checks in for Keela. Grappettine will knock the ball away, and they're going to draw a foul here on Holzhauser. Good hustle coming down the floor after the ball with being loose and getting after it. Mogenberg will check in for Cheka. Panthers stay in their 2-2-1. That's how you don't want that press speed.
We also don't want to beat the press by throwing the ball backwards.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying about how you organize against the press a little bit. I think they had a layup if they want to pass the ball into the post.
Traveling call on the Cougars. Panther ball. Just under a minute left in the first quarter. 16-3. Panthers off with a great start here. Hayes will get it over to Mogenberg. Mogenberg looking right. Nothing there. Gets it back to Hayes. Holzhauser to Grappettine at the top of the key.
Well, Panthers are, you know, looks they're keeping it well outside. If they're playing for one up 16-3 early in the game, okay.
You'll take the first quarter with this kind of difference.
Yeah. Well, not only that, but they just look to be in dominating command right now with Campbell Sport not really having an answer. Now, if I'm Campbell Sport, I'm down 16-3. I don't think I want to sit back and let them go in with that lead.
Down under 20 seconds now. Grappettine will set the offense, and now they're going to go into it. Hayes dribbles right. Ball tipped away. Wogenberg will come up with it. Jump shoot, come up late with a little bit of a tip ball there. And it should not count, but they were going to count it. Tip ball, and that'll end the first quarter. 16-3 Plymouth Panthers. Again, Brad Ballbrick along with Scott Richards, and that'll end that first quarter.
It gives us a chance to bring you a message from Miller & Belt Incorporated, Hillendale Road on 67 and PP in Plymouth. This year, fight snow with pure power. Miller & Belt has great deals on the new line of Simplicity snow throwers. As an authorized Simplicity dealer, Miller Belt has the product knowledge and service you won't find at those big box stores, along with fully assembled models, personal operating instructions, and best of all, you can trade in your old snow thrower. So relax. With 12 months deferred interest financing available, you can blow through the snow without putting a freeze on your budget. Let the professionals at Miller & Belt show you the new line of Simplicity snow throwers. They're tough, ready, and for a limited time on sale. Community Bank and Trust proudly supports Plymouth Athletics. Show your Panther pride with spirit checks available at all Community Bank and Trust offices, a member FDIC, and the Paddock Club in Elkhart Lake. For a truly unique dining experience, visit the Paddock Club located in beautiful Elkhart Lake. Take in the activity of the bustling open kitchen. They have an exceptional wine bar. Their menu, which combines seasonal ingredients with European culinary traditions, features handmade pastas, fresh fish, and steaks. They have Tapa Tuesdays, where you can get a Tapa plate for $3 to $12. That's the Paddock Club, open Tuesday through Sunday for your dining pleasure.
Well, the starting five back out there for the Panthers: Keela, Holzhauser, Grapentine, Cheka, and Mogenberg.
You know, it's hard to say because competition means a lot. But they got into this 2-3 zone in the second half against Waupun and really turned that game to a big Panther win. And right now, it's really effective against Campbellsport. They're struggling with it.
I know that Coach Shutter has had them play at 1-3-1 quite a bit.
Right.
But sometimes it depends upon what you got for personnel and where the comfort level and how well they play it.
Well, yeah, 1-3-1, you better have three girls with some range along that line, as long as a runner on the baseline. And honestly, that runner is going to get tired, so you better have somebody to sub in for that person. But what they do have is decent-sized guards across the front, and they're quick and active.
Grabantine took the ball to the hole, got the hoop, and a turnover. Traveled before the shot by the Cougars.
Nice pass.
Good pass inside. Say, Mogenberg really put it on the spot you want to see it, where you want to see it. And tell you the truth, Cheka told her where she wanted the ball.
That was a nice play.
Holzhauser to Cheka, off the back iron, no good. Cheka will go right back at it and get it.
Well, she made a diving toss.
Diving and steal and then toss.
Yeah, and then a toss, yeah. They really don't have an idea as to what they got to do to beat this press.
Shot is good.
Nice look.
Second hoop for the
14,
Cougars.
Abigail Gurok puts it in the hoop.
Holzhauser will go all the way to the hoop. Put back by Grabstein, no good. The Panthers are doing a nice job of taking the ball to the hoop.
Yes, they have.
Holzhauser anticipating will get the layup. And two. 24-5 with 6:12 left in the second quarter. And now we see the first timeout for the Campbellsport Cougars as they're down by 19, Scott.
Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom on the Fairfield Plaza on Eastern Avenue in Plymouth. Plymouth Furniture and Bedding Showroom, located behind McDonald's in Plymouth, has a fine selection of furniture, including sofas, gliders, recliners, tables, mattresses, bedroom sets, dining room sets, and full leather sofas. They offer a wide variety of styles, so you're sure to find something that suits your needs. Stop in and check out their clearance center as well. You'll be delighted with what you see. Plymouth Furniture Center. 20/20 Visions, Drs. Sharon Roberts and Brad Wicklund at 20/20 Visions. We want our patients to know that they're getting the most thorough and comprehensive eye exam available, which includes a color vision check, depth perception check, glaucoma test, internal and external eye health care check, plus much more. Give them a call at 893-3937.
Check with the putback. Over the top.
Go against
that's a call. That's a tough one.
Against the 2-1-2, you've got to get somebody in the middle. You can attack it in a 1-3-1, or you can attack it. You can match up with a 2-1-2.
That would be just sound, Scott. We don't need sound. We're looking at our visual cue here. We'll get her. Check with the rebound over to Grapentine.
Kaylee Kuhn into the Panther lineup. On with McKenna Nitschke. Ball goes out of bounds. I'll tell you, Brad, here's the deal. The Campbellsport has 5 points in almost a quarter and a half here. And the Panther defense has been really stifling. They're going against the zone. I keep hearing the coach holler motion, and you can do that, but you better know where you're going with it.
Good pass over the top there.
Good collapse
Loose
by the
ball.
Panther zone. You know, when you set up a zone offense, it's not just stand in one spot, and you can run some motion, but you have to have where do you want to run with it?
Exactly. Kaylee Kuhn with the tie up there and knocked out of bounds. Good job of getting down there and making things happen. 3-pointer on the way short. Grab team will pick it up and bring it up the court. Kuhn, number 3 on the floor, along with number 33. That's going to be
McKenna Nitschke.
McKenna Nitschke. Both young ladies juniors. Keela with a steal. Keela, a senior, along with Cheka, a senior on the floor, and Grabantine, also a senior. So you have 3 seniors and 2 juniors on the floor. The Panthers with all juniors and seniors on their roster right now.
Moving the ball well, open post offense, a lot of cuts.
Nice job of being patient right here. Cheka for 3, no good. Keela will knock it out to Grabantine. Nice pass into Cheka.
Whoops.
Lost her balance a little bit, maybe a little push in the back, but overlaid quite a bit.
Yeah, I think if Marissa just slides one more step, she gets the charge, but when she reaches, then she can get the block or the reach and fall.
You know, if you want to take the charge, you can't have your hands in front of you.
No.
Because that's going to be called that reach right away. You know, keep your hands back and just take it on. Checking in for Grabantine is number 5, Mackenzie Hayes. Skip pass over the top, around and no good. Loose ball, put up and good. Bucket was by number 22, that's Tiffany Anderson. 26-7 here in the second quarter, been all Panthers here. Hayes off the back iron, no good. Cheka, no bucket. On the dribble, out of bounds, Panthers. Cheka taking it hoop. But we'll get the fall before the shot. Six team fouls on the Panthers. The next foul for the Panthers will send the Campbellsport Cougars to the line. Nice rebound there by number 33. That's Mackenzie Nitschke. Put the ball back up left-handed, but could not get high enough on the iron. Loose ball out of bounds to the Panthers. Bounce pass there to Nitschke. Off her foot, they rule. And one called it off a blue foot and one called it off a white foot. They're going to talk it over here a little bit. And I got to tell you, it's off the blue foot. And indeed, it will be Panther ball here. Cheka to put the ball in bounds. Keela gets tied up. That's a situation where she showed the ball in front of her for absolutely no reason. You need to protect that ball with your body, and she didn't do that very well there. Nice block by Cheka. Anderson takes it at hoop, but Cheka just right there. And tell you the truth, they got blocked and
must have gone off her knee.
Went off her. Yep. Even if you're out of bounds, if it goes off you before it hits,
yep,
it's off of you. Nice job by Rachel Cheka. Nice movement here by the Panthers. Good patience.
Good screen down by Mac Nitschke. Nice screen.
Shot by Ryle, no good. And Campbellsport Cougars looking to push the ball up the floor. Bounce pass to the middle lane, nobody there. 3-pointer on the way, back iron no good. Put back, overlaid. Keela will chase that loose ball down after dribbling off the back of a foot of a Panther. Knocked away and out of bounds. Keely Kuhn going to the hoop. Ball checked away by the Cougars and the ball out of bounds to the Panthers. One thing the Panthers have done for many years is run good inbounds plays. See what Coach Shutter has in store for the group right here. Nothing fancy. Ryle overlays. Falls on Anderson with a push in the back.
Campbell Sport man's out of bounds. They've been man all night.
Nishke with the inside position. Nice job there. Panthers having a tough time finding their offensive groove with this group out here. Three-pointer on the way, just short.
Yeah, they've been stuck on 26 for a while, but they've held Campbell Sport to 7.
Exactly. 2 minutes left in this first half. It's been all Panthers this half. Wide open shot there, good. Two-pointer, 26-9. Ryle back to
part of that early
Keela.
success Panthers had, though, Brad, they had a lot of turnovers and convert them into scores. And Campbell Sport's been a little more successful, but you gotta score to set up the press. So They haven't scored to set up the press. Still up 26-9, minute and a half to go in a half.
Shot on the way, no good by Nishke. One senior on the floor, Keela. The rest are all juniors, I believe. (26-9) in the first half here. 1 minute left. Back iron no good. Rebound there by Nishke. Over to Kuhn, and Keela will walk it up the floor. And I think, again, they're going to look at one shot here, as they did in the first quarter.
Okay, it was 16-3 at the end of the quarter, so they were down by, Campbell Sports down by 13. It's 26-9, they're down by 17. They seem to be putting a little more pressure on now than what they did at the end of one.
Down to 25 seconds. Panthers at about 15 will look at the hoop a little bit, as they did in the first quarter. Hayes looking to go to hoop, goes back to Nishke. Nishke over to Kuhn. Back to Hayes. Hayes will draw the foul. Not a bad foul.
No, they still have one to give with 8 seconds.
They still have one to give, and don't be surprised if they take it. 8.4 seconds left in this second quarter, or this first half. A little surprised you're not seeing like a 30-second timeout right here to set up something on the inbounds. But they do have, like I said, they've had good inbounds.
Now, Campbell Sports on defense, they just brought their leading scorer in who has a foul with 7 seconds to go. Like
Hayes
I said,
for three.
Have a plan.
Off there, no good. And that'll end the first half. Panthers lead 26-9. That'll do it in this first half against Brad Ballbrick along with Scott Richards. Panther lead by 17 after one half of play. We'll bring in that second half.
Right, and I tell you, it's been all Panthers the first half, Brad. 26-9, and it could have been worse. We'll bring the second half and see what happens, right?
Absolutely. We'll bring you that second half after a short break. Balls come up with White having the ball, and they've done a nice job of taking the ball to the hoop and make an issue out of it. Well, just about to get underway in the third quarter. Panthers will inbounds.
We're going to have a quiz for our viewing audience, Brad. One of the officials told us at halftime he has now officiated for 52 years. We'll let the audience guess which one it is.
52 years.
The first prize will be you don't have to talk to Mike Briggs at all for any reason.
Holzhauser goes down on the floor. We'll scoop it up, get over to Keela. Keela going to the hoop and lay it in.
And
Nice job by Holzhauser.
Rich,
Going on the floor and then shoveling that ball away.
I tell you what, Rachel
Perfect
has
place
really,
to trap right there.
really done a job on defense. She's hit the floor. She's done everything you can do. You know, you can make a tremendous impact. Obviously, if you're a great scorer, great shooter, but you can make a tremendous impact on defense by just being active, getting in passing lanes, and hitting the ground when the ball's on the ground.
Panthers will get the ball after the ball being knocked out of bounds by the Campbellsport Cougars. Holzhauser, crossover, goes hoop, and nice job of going to the hoop and two. Tell you, Campbellsport having a tough time playing defense. It was bad enough that she was able to make the move and get past her defender, but nobody there to pick her up at the baseline.
No, there wasn't.
30-9, Panthers have a 21-point lead. And we're going to have a foul here on Cheka. A little surprised in the sideline that she wasn't out of bounds, but the official didn't really get to that sideline very well there. I'm going to say it's the one that has 52 years of experience.
Well, now don't give
there.
the answer away just yet, Brad. This zone has really taken Fuchs out of the game. I mean, she's not getting touches. The Panthers have been active with their hands. Nice steal. Marissa Grapentine taps it. Sophie Keela gets a steal.
Loganberg will tap it back to Cheka underlays.
Ouch.
Nice job of moving that ball and getting that little layup,
You know,
and then Cheka can't put it down.
If you can't take away the drive to the basket and force kids, you got to force them to hit a couple threes, which the Panthers can do, you're going to have just what you got, a 21-point deficit and an air ball.
Yep. Grapentine pushing the ball up the floor. She could have gone all the way to the hoop, Scott.
Yes, she could. We're looking for a teammate.
Panthers being patient here, moving the ball back outside. Grapentine over Cheka. Cheka looking at three. Off there, no good. 30-9.
I think if I'm a coach, I will let Rachel shoot a couple of those until she hits one to take away. She's got a really nice mid-range jumper, goes to the basket well. And she may hit that, but if I got to take away, let her take any part of the game, that's when I would let her take.
Now, one thing I've noticed with the Cougars here is a lot of the passes are extremely lazy. Bounce passes are awfully high, and the passes that cover a lot of distance really don't get there very quick. Three-pointer there by Paige Birschbach. Paige is a senior. And the game kind of taken on a little bit of a lackluster
yes,
kind of performance right now, and I don't think you want the Panthers to fall into that right here.
Well, you want them to take care of business. You know, they have done some really nice things, but they've lost what I call a little focus. When they say intensity, I think intensity and focus go hand in hand. They've lost a little bit of both, and you know,
Keela with a steal.
Now goes to that girl.
And checked away. I'd like to have seen her push the ball a little bit quicker.
Take it at the basket.
Make him stop you. Make him cut you off. Nice pass across court here. No good. Gotta tell you, I think the Panthers have kind of been lulled into just finishing the game here, and you don't want that as a coach.
Well, and some now we're 4:28 left in the third, so they've been on the floor quite a while. A lot of the kids were off the floor most of the second half of that second quarter. And it may take you a little while to get back going, but that should be done by now.
Ball thrown out of bounds by Holzhauser, who was just about ready to step out of bounds, had to make an errant throw, but goes back to the Cougars. Well, in the first half, when the ball was up on the iron, you would see 4 jerseys, white jerseys, getting after that ball. Mogenberg overplays here. Going to pass it over to Grapentine. Grapentine with a lay-in.
Nice pass, Kitty Mogenberg. You're right, Brad. And again, they here again, though, that was a score based on their defense, which they got a lot of.
Inside. And checked away by Mogenberg there. And the Panthers with a few substitutes coming in here. Number 21 again is Sarah Thompson, and number 32, that's going to be Nikki Ryle.
Well, you look at the half, and with the score what it is, there's been one foul committed. And you'd like to say that's because they're just playing perfectly technically correct defense. I just don't think Campbell Sport's playing very hard defense.
I agree with you. Ball tip, blocked by Ryle, and they're going to call the foul.
Well, that gives me a chance to bring you a message from Plymouth Plumbing and Heating. County Road PP, the corner of PP and Pleasant View. Plymouth Plumbing and Heating offers a wide variety of services including faucet repair, drain cleaning, and radon mitigation systems. They also feature a large range of products from water heaters and softeners to boilers and disposals, plus they handle a full line of Kohler products. All this at Plymouth Plumbing and Heating on the corner of PP and Pleasant View Road. Check out the beautiful Kohler showroom. Visit their website at www.plymouth-plumbing.com.
First one rattle out, and the second one is good. Ryle to the hoop, underlay no good. Out to Grappentine. Grappentine for three, back iron no good. Tipped out of bounds by Holzhauser. It'll be Campbellsport ball. 32-13, 3:33 left in the third quarter. Scott Richards along with myself, Brad Volbrick, bringing you tonight's telecast. Mark Melcher out and about tonight.
Hobnobbing, I believe. Now they're set up they're in a little better setup to break the press, except they just didn't. They had somebody in the middle. They had somebody open under the basketball. I don't think Birschbach could see. I remember number 5, Paige Birschbach, last year did a nice job. A little different talent around her.
Well, that time they did a really nice job of pinpointing that trap just over the half-court line and use both the half-court line and the sideline as your other defenders. It's almost like you got 4 people trapping instead of 2, and that's a real strategic move on that particular.
Yeah, they really worked hard, and you can see them working hard to get Nikki Rowell the ball on the post, and she got it. Took a step, that step to the middle of the court and did a nice job putting it off the glass for 2.
Nice job by Campbellsport to push that ball up the floor. Grampton needs to be the last person to be beat, and she kind of got sucked up a little bit there and needed to be a whole lot deeper.
I'll tell you, that's a reach to me on defense. But
nice bounce pass, overlaid by
Sarah Thompson.
But Nikki Ryle with a backhand bounce pass. That was right on the money for the easy lay-in, but Thompson not able to convert.
Rachel Cheka
with
got
the steal. And will not be able to put it down. What she needs to do there is just come to a jump stop and go up above the kid. Panthers lead by 19, 34-15. Thompson with good coverage there. Over the top, no good by Birschbach.
Nope.
That's
Got to be established. Missy Grappentine on that one, she's playing the point now, what she is. When Rachel gets that rebound, Missy's got to come around, so she's going up the field, up the floor. You don't want her to have to turn and throw it behind. No, somebody will say, well, she was in the front court, but you have to be established before you catch the ball.
Checking in for the Panthers is number 34. That's Emily Brown, a junior. And now checking in number 44, Georgia Wise. Did not list her as a junior or senior.
I believe she's a foreign exchange student.
Foreign exchange student,
yep.
Okay.
I know she played tennis.
Therefore, she would not be listed.
Right.
So Georgia Wise, a foreign exchange student in the pivot right here, or in the down and deep. Nice job by Grappentine to contest the shot and come down with the rebound. Wise looks inside and tried to get it into Ryle. A little errant pass there. Maybe a little too anxious. Nice job of swinging the ball here by the Campbellsport Cougars. Two-pointer on the way, no good. Wise will tie it up. Nice job by Georgia to tie it up, and alternate possession will go to the Plymouth Panthers. Panthers up by 19, 106 left in the third quarter, 34-15. Ball fake there, inside by Brown. Good. Emily Brown with a nice ball fake, gets in the lane, and hits the 10-foot leaner for 2 points. Panthers now lead by 21. 35 seconds left here in the third quarter, 36-15. That's right, 36-15. Panthers maintain that man-to-man defense. Tell you, I like this group in man-to-man, though, Scott. I really do.
Yep.
They're good enough athletes, and if they really play team defense, man-to-man, they're going to be all right.
Gives us a chance to get a message from State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Jim Schultz is your agent. You're stuck in a state of falling behind, struggling to keep up with your kids' finances, insurance, and let State Farm agent Jim Schultz help you simplify and get to a better state. Because with Jim handling your auto, home, and life insurance, you'll have more time for everything else. More money, too, because adding State Farm policies could mean earning discounts worth up to 40%. Discounts may vary from state to state. That's money Jim can help you put towards a college savings plan. Call State Farm agent Jim Schultz today to get to a better state.
They got 1 out of 2, got their own rebound, but was not able to convert there. Panthers with 9 seconds left. Brown looks inside to Gramtine, back to Brown. Ball fake, same shot, no good this time. And that'll end it. After 3 quarters, the Plymouth have a commanding 36-16 lead against the Campbellsport Cougars in the Eastern Wisconsin Conference matchup.
Meyer Motors, Plaza Lane on the east side of Plymouth. Meyer Motors in Plymouth is your source for new or quality pre-owned cars, trucks, SUVs, and minivans, and now offers emissions testing. Meyer Motors has been doing business right here in Plymouth since 1926 and are proud to be part of the Plymouth community. Visit them online at www.gomeyermotors.com or feel free to stop through and meet your friendly and knowledgeable staff. If you value selection, price, and service, you'll find great value at Meyer Motors in Plymouth. Meyer Motors is always a better deal. Plymouth Radio Shack, your Cellcom authorized agent. Cellcom is built for you on 534 Walton Drive on the east side of Plymouth. Whether you're looking for Cellcom cellular phones, mobile internet service, satellite TV service, or TV antennas, Plymouth Radio Shack can take care of your needs. They are your source for Cellcom Direct TV and Dish Network. Sales installation service. See Dan or Allison in the store at 534 Walton Drive, just north of Walmart on Highway 57 in Plymouth. Plymouth Radio Shack. See how we can help.
Well, I just had a little bit of eye contact and conversation with Coach Gum, and the JV group were victorious tonight. I do not have a score, but JVs did win.
One pretty big. The freshmen lost by 3.
Freshmen lost by 3 tonight, so Panthers are going to probably take this rubber match right here of the 3 games. Ball tipped away. Mogenberg will come up with it. Beginning of the fourth quarter, you'll have your starters out there for a period of time. Keela goes inside. If you're going to go inside, you better elevate.
Here again, got to get a little bit of a plan when you get there.
Nice job recovering by Sophia Keeler there. Mogenberg to Keela. Keela back to Mogenberg. Looks inside. Nothing there.
Campbellsport's done a little better job of taking away that lane penetration.
Panthers looking to be very patient right here.
Yeah, very patient, very selective with their shots.
Good ball fake. Rachel will go inside and draw the foul. You know, Rachel made a nice move to get inside there. She did get fouled, but you like to see her just gather herself and go up strong and be able to make that a 3-point conversion. She'll go to line to shoot 2. First one is good.
Rachel still the Panthers scoring leader with 12 points so far tonight.
Cheka with 12 right now. Gramtine with 6. Mogenberg with 5. Holzhauser with 4 and Keela with 2. That's your starters scoring-wise. Shot on the way is good. 37-18 with 6:40 and counting here in the fourth quarter. Panthers with a commanding lead, looking to get their win
Nice
in
pass.
the conference.
Well, that was a nice pass from Kaylee Mogenberg on a cut by Rachel Cheka.
Rachel went up and she was a little bit underneath the hoop. It'd been nice to see her do a little bit of a drop step back into the lane and create some contact and ball fake or something like that.
Well, Holzhauser goes to the line. Waldo State Bank on Depot Street in Waldo, Wisconsin. Waldo State Bank, serving the community since 1913. Come visit this at 119 North Depot Street in bustling downtown Waldo. Or again, visit them on their website at www.waldostatebank.com. Member FDIC.
First one's good, 38-18. 6.5 minutes left in this fourth quarter and in the game.
Again, Brad, Panthers have been in a commanding lead from the get-go. It was 10-0. I think it was 12-0. And Campbell Sport got on the board with a 3, and then it was 16-3 at the quarter, and they built it ever since. A lot of kids have played.
Well, you got to give Coach Shutter credit for putting the brakes on, saying, we're going to play a lot of kids. We're going to
and you know, we talk about it a little lackluster, but it's really, really hard to keep that edge. You try to do it, but and I think you're right. Coach Shutter is give him a lot of credit, but you lose a little continuity when you play more players. Well, that's fine, but that's just the way it is. And
off there and no good. 19-point lead, 38-19. Cheka leans in, will get one. Rachel Cheka with 14 points now.
Rachel plays the post for us. But I really think if she wanted to go play, she can play a 2 or 3 because she handles the ball well. She's quick. If you haven't worked at that a lot, but I know she's going to play Wingate College in North Carolina, which is a Division II. She's going to play. She's said she's going there to play volleyball.
Well, that's really probably her first love.
Yep.
But give her credit. She played it. She's going to go play it, but she's going to play her high school career to the fullest.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's so smart. You only have your high school career one time.
No, she likes to compete. She likes to play, likes to compete.
Holzhauser goes to the line, makes the first. Well, Holzhauser has done a nice job of playing the passing lanes, been all over the floor tonight. Now has 5 points of her own. And looking to get 6 and will not get it. Get her own rebound and draw the foul. I'm a little surprised that she did not get a
crossing the line
a little early.
But it's not too early to give a message from Niesman's Diamond Center, Brad. It's the holiday season.
It is holiday season.
You may be having to check into this. Now, I know you're not looking for that special bridal set. Your kids are now all married. But for the large selection at lowest prices, shop at Niesman's Diamond Center, where you'll always find a great buy.
Holzhauser with the air ball on the three-pointer set up for her. Grabtin with the rebound, gets it into Cheka. Cheka back out to Grabtin over to Holzhauser. And a travel. A little bit of a contact there, was not able to gather her feet as well as she would have liked. 41-19, 5:20 left in the fourth quarter. Panthers with a big lead. I think you'll see this group maybe for another minute, and then you're going to see wholesale changes. Give them about 4 minutes of this quarter, and then make some wholesale changes and finish it up. Three-pointer on the way, off there, no good. Checked out of bounds by the Cougars. Holzhauser and Grabtin competing over there. Grabtin will bring the ball up the floor. Ill-advised pass right there. Nice back cut by Holzhauser, but a lot of help defense there from the other side. Shot on the way. Off the iron, no good.
Grabantine climbs the ladder. They
Got
hit
up
the
there
rebound.
to compete with a much larger kid, but did a nice job. Wogenberg comes over to the left side here. Kila on the iron, no good. Going to call a foul on Mogenberg. Mogenberg's really not getting into a position to play defense there, but had no place to go. And Birschbach will draw the foul and go to line to shoot 2.
Four Seasons Comfort LLC, quality service with your comfort in mind on Garten Road, Highway 42 in Sheboygan and Howards Grove. The cold weather is here. Is that old furnace going to make it another year? Not to worry. Four Seasons Comfort can help you with all your heating needs. They're an authorized Trane heating and cooling service dealer. The Trane furnace is 95.7 energy efficient, and you are able to qualify for Focus on energy rebates. So give Mike Pelzo or former Plymouth grad Jeremy Linsmeyer a Four-Season Comfort a call at 565-2095 and update your heating system. Don't let old man winter catch you off guard.
Well, they'll make 1 out of 2, but nice job by the Cougars to get in there and try to get that rebound, and indeed they did, as the Panthers not able to box out. Wholesale changes here. You now have on the floor Kaylee Kuhn, number 3. Number 5 is Mackenzie Hayes. Number 33 is McKenna Nishke. Got Nikki Ryle, number 32. And number 21, that's Sarah Thompson. That sets that lineup in there right now for you. Just under 4 minutes left and a 20-point lead, 41-21. Hayes over to Kuhn.
Camel Sport is stuck with their man all game, and actually they played a respectable second half.
Thompson looks inside, gets it to Kuhn, back to Thompson, nice
give and
pass.
go.
Thompson put up with the left hand. She knows she should have had it. Used a proper hand, though. I give her credit. Loose ball. Panthers going down for it. Got there a little late. 3-pointer on the way. Off the iron, no good. Panther ball. .320 left in the fourth quarter. Kuhn back to Nishke. Nishke down deep to Ryle, underlaid. Now gets a rebound back over to Kuhn. That's going to be a travel. Change your pivot foot. I'd like to see Ryle be a little bit stronger there. And, instead of leading away, she's tall enough, just go straight up and be aggressive, be strong.
And the Panthers are going to walk away with a win. They've had a chance to, they missed a few pretty close inside shots. Not that they were uncontested, but put those together, and you're looking at probably about a 30-point game right now.
Absolutely.
But you don't get more points for winning by more.
Ball out of bounds, goes to the Panthers. 2:45 left in his fourth quarter. Brad Walbrick along with Scott Richards. Mark Melcher on sabbatical tonight. Thompson for 3, good. She makes up for that missed layup and buries that 3-pointer.
Nice inside-out game, Nikki Ryle, to Sarah Thompson. The girls will be in action again next week, I believe Tuesday night. And I think they are going to New Holstein. I know the boys will play next Thursday night at home against New Holstein. Boys play Friday night, tomorrow night at Camel Sports. So that should be the way the situation's working.
Well, both programs in relatively good shape. Panthers, Lady Panthers here have one loss in a conference, lost to Sheboygan Falls, and a real kind of surprise to me, Scott. But
the surprise was it was like about a 14-point game and 42-28. But I talked to some of the folks that were there, and they said the girls just couldn't hit the broadside of a barn.
I think this Panther group will improve quite a bit as the year goes on, and that will be a real interesting game when they get the Panthers here. Kuhn over to Thompson, a lazy pass inside. That'll be taken away. Nice crossover dribble here. Underlaid. Rowell to Thompson. 1:20 and counting in the fourth quarter. Panthers with a 23-point lead, 44-21 timeout. And the only reason Coach Shutter wants a timeout, he's got two more girls he wants to get in to finish up this game.
But the timeout gets us a message from Anytime Fitness of Plymouth again, 540 Walton Drive. Visit Anytime Fitness of Plymouth, a premier 24-hour co-ed fitness and wellness facility located at 540 Walton Drive in Plymouth, where tomorrow's answers to a healthier lifestyle open 24/7, 365 days a year for your convenience. Tanning and personal training are available, as well as 24-hour classes. That's Anytime Fitness of Plymouth. And Bank First National, you see their logo on the screen, Eastern Avenue in Plymouth. At Bank First, you will discover that community banking is all about local people making local decisions to help make banking easy. Our ties to the Plymouth area are strong, and we are fully committed to our community. Visit them today and discover what makes Bank First an easy choice for all your financial needs.
Kuhn with a three-pointer on the inbounds play.
Again, we thank all of the backers of Plymouth Community Television, Panther Athletics, and the Plymouth community and area who help us bring you these broadcasts.
Ball out of bounds. Checking in for the Panthers. That timeout was called so we could get Emily Brown, number 34, in, and number 44, Georgia Weiss. Ryle and Thompson take a seat. Inbounds play gets two for the Cougars. 47-23. Brown with a shot. Backboard no good. Loose ball. Brown will take it away, but jump ball called first. This one goes to the Cougars, I believe. 43 seconds left. Panthers will get their second win in conference. Is that correct?
They'll be 2-1 in conference, 3-2 overall. Camel Sport will fall to 2-1 in conference and 3-3 overall.
Loose ball. Panthers go down to tie it up, and we call a timeout. In time before the tied up ball, so stay Cougar ball with 25 seconds left. Well, as they go through the conference here, you would think this girls team should compete. They have to get back on top of their game against Falls, of course. They have that one loss, but they can still control their own destiny by playing well the rest of the season and, take care of business.
Well, they'll have knocked off Waupun here in Plymouth. Playing at Waupun is always tough. They will take on Kiel after Christmas, I believe. Kiel has a nice girls team.
Yep.
And Holstein, like I say, Camel Sport beat Holstein. I don't know where the game was played, which can have an effect. So yeah, you're right. They can be in the thick of it, but they got to just take care of business. Don't worry about what Falls does. Play one game at a time, which is an old, old saying, but it's the way it is.
Put back good. Left-hander, no good. Put back by Hayes, no good. Brown put back, and they're going to draw the foul. 3 seconds left, and Brown will go to line to shoot two. Brown with 2 points on the night, looking to add to her totals. First one on the way is no good. Little left to center. 3.7 seconds left. Panthers will win this one by over 20 points. Second one on the way, off the front iron, no good. Up and no good. That'll do it. 47-25, Panthers get a win. Congratulations, Coach Shutter. And congratulations to the girl Panther team here tonight. 47-25, this is Brad Valbrick along with Scott Richards saying thanks for watching Plymouth Panther basketball. We'll see you next time. Good night.